That cavity is just filled with air. That is literally where the, what is it called? The flywheel and the clutch sit. I think what you're thinking of is on an automatic transmission, the torque converter. That one is filled with a fluid. But on a manual transmission, no. Crisp solution is $8 a month? Then hell no, I'm not using that then. I'll figure something else out. Pretty much everything I use is the low price of free, so I am not going to be paying somebody for crap like that. That's a 15. There's some more. That's another 11. Dang it. 11 might be too small for this. 15 was, 14 was already too big, so 15 is definitely not going to work. Yep. Yep, it's a 12. It's a 12. Dang it. Okay, so I got to find a 12 somewhere. 13 is too big. Yeah, you don't want oil or any kind of fluids on a clutch, because the way the clutch works is when the clutch is released, it is clamped all the way around the clutch plate, and it transmits the power through the entire drivetrain. When you push on the clutch, it pushes on these little tongs, I guess you would call them, and it evenly pulls the pressure plate away from the clutch, letting the clutch disengage from the thing. I'll have to pull out the Miata one because that one's already out of the car. I can show you kind of. When we start putting the motor together, it'll make a lot more sense when you actually see it in action. Right, but I can still show you here a little bit. Just to remind me later. Oh my God, where is my number 12? Camera 2. I'm back to the whole, where did I put all my shit part of the stream. I keep finding 13 and 14 size sockets. I forget, do I have a third daily driver vehicle? No, this is my daily driver right now. The Miata is the, well, the Miata is down because I'm doing the engine swap, but my goal is to have both cars running at all times, right? It's just we're doing all this crazy shit to the motor on the Miata. But once the Miata is up and running and it's stable and it's ran for a couple months, then this car will go under the knife and then we'll be tearing it down and rebuilding it. So, why? What is going on here? Okay. Nope, well, if I need something hauled, that's what the Miata is for. The Miata has a trailer hitch on the back, and I have a small trailer. I have carried some really big shit with that trailer, so I will just use that. I mean, when you have a Mazda Miata towing full-size sheets of plywood, I mean, that's pretty large bit of stuff that's being dragged behind the car. And it's funny too because the Miata has like the roll bar and everything in it. Here I was towing sheets of plywood back from Home Depot, and people are like still revving at my car, right? And my car still pulled on them. Like I was still out accelerating them, towing a trailer, towing plywood. It was just like the car is fast. Trailer, yeah, it's a trailer. It's literally a trailer. I mean, the only thing I want to do to said trailer is, instead of it being bolted together, I do kind of want to now weld it together, make it completely rigid. But other than that, it's fine. All right, so we're going to take this one little connector off. So this, I believe, is the signal wire to this little thing right here. It is what presses to engage this. And I'm already looking at this compared to my other starter. This is a completely different design. I have a feeling they gave me the wrong other starter. So we're gonna compare the two and see if I can maybe retrofit this part of the other starter into this one, because I think that's the part that's bad. Come on. All right, so starter's now free. Oh, I just realized I didn't change the camera back. Shit. Whatever, starter's free now. So what is happening with the car is I am going to start it and it just goes click, 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 right? This is the starter I have. This is the starter that they gave me. And all right, let me get the camera here and we'll discuss this. I think it's the right starter. It's just there seems to be some revisions in the design. Camera one. All right, so here's, you can tell that's the new one. This is the current one, right? So already I can see this, right? For some reason on this newer one, they've just got this little shield thing here, while the other one did not have that. So I'm wondering if the grinding sound I was hearing was maybe the teeth grinding against that. I might need to just shave that down a little bit, and it will expose that. But if the problem is actually this part, I mean, those can be replaced separately. Because once it actually engages, the starter's fine. It turns the motor over just fine. It's just the initial engagement thing is not going. And the other problem is this one does not have an ID number anywhere on it. If it had a sticker on it, it's long gone. See, this one also has this hole right here. Looks like just a place where dust comes out. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put this one in, okay? Here's the deal. The last time I put this in, I went into the car, I cranked it, it made an awful grinding sound, and I immediately stopped. I was doing a little bit more research, and apparently it can do that on the first start until everything syncs up, and then it will engage smoothly. But given that I did that last time, and I didn't give it another chance because I didn't like the sound, I immediately removed it. So we're going to try it, and I'm going to try starting the car twice and see if that gets it to not grind. So okay, I'm going to do a couple things here. Bear with me. Let me stand the camera up here. Flux capacitor, right? All right, so I'm going to go, and I am going to grab my scribes. I just quickly want to count the number of teeth to make sure that